Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Kraun here, and today we're back with another video. And in today's video we are going to be doing farming to a Hyperion. If you don't know what a Hyperion is, basically it is one of the most expensive items on the server, and in order to get it, it's gonna cost around 1.1 billion. That's a lot of money. Now I'm going to be laying out some ground rules for this challenge. Number 1, all money must come from farming, which means anything I do that isn't farming I cannot sell. And number 2, there's not going to be any AH or bazaar flipping because that would be too easy. And number 3, only farming minions will be allowed for this challenge, and if I don't use farming minions, then I'm not allowed to use any. Now number 4, I won't be stopping this challenge until I finish it because I really want to get this done. And number 5, finally, hopefully you guys are excited about this one. I will be giving away the Hyperion at the end of the challenge if I do complete it. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. First, we are going to create our profile, and basically this is the main profile that I'm going to be playing on from now on. So first we're going to grab some wood and we're going to bridge over to the hub. Now we are finally heading into the hub, and this is going to be the first time we go to the main village. So we're going to go straight over to the farming area and start farming. Here we have our skyblock levels, and today we're going to be trying to get to skyblock level 5. After farming for a little bit, we do unlock the collection to make the farm suit armor, so we are going to go ahead and craft that and put that on. Now that gives us 5 extra farming fortune per piece, which is very good. Next we unlock the talisman, and this is also very beneficial towards us for the beginning of the game. Now we head over to the farm merchant in order to do our very first sell on this profile. Just have to go through this text a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and sell, and we're actually gonna make a decent amount of money off of this. We're gonna make around 6k, which is pretty good for the start of the series. Next, we're gonna be doing the carpentry in order to get quick crafting, because if we don't get that, life is gonna be very painful. So we head over to the wool weaver in order to buy the stack of wool that we need, and this is gonna be a very quick shortcut. So now we head back to the carpenter in order to unlock crafting, and that is all you have to do. Here we went ahead and bought the gold to make a golden shovel, and we enchanted it with efficiency 2. Now we went over to the desert settlement and started mining sand in order to get mining levels. Now I wasn't going to be selling any of this, but this is what we needed in order to get our skyblock XP up. After farming for a while, I headed over to the mushroom area and farmed some cocoa beans and sugarcane. Now the reason why I wanted to do this was I also wanted to get the collections up early so we would get more skyblock XP in order to reach level 5 as fast as possible. So we did that for a while, and then after that we headed to the melon area at the barn, and we also mined pumpkins as well because I just wanted to get these out of the way so that we wouldn't have to come back to it later. Next we headed back to farming, and we ended up reaching farming 10, which is one of 5 big milestones. And then we headed over to talk to Jacob to claim our very first Jacob ticket, which would be one of many on this profile. So I went over to the alchemist in order to farm some nether wart so I can get that collection unlocked and to get the extra 4 skyblock XP. I also went over to the potatoes because I wanted to unlock that as well, and I went to go sell the rest of my crops, and then I continued farming, which honestly was kind of boring, but we did hit farming 11, so there's that. But again, I went back to farming wart, so this is kind of boring, but honestly you gotta do what you gotta do. And next I went over to talk to every NPC because I wanted to unlock them for the garden. What I didn't realize was that this would be a huge mistake because I could have unlocked the librarian only and gotten a bunch of dedication 4 books. So that's a big mistake on my part, and I might have to pay the price for it in the future. After I finally grinded up to 90k, I went over to buy the rabbit pet only to find out it was 50k, but honestly I'll take it. I saved a ton of money on that. Then I wanted to do foraging in order to get strength because we would need it for our mushroom pet, because that gives us extra farming fortune in the future. And then I went ahead and enchanted my hoe and my axe because I wanted to get the good enchants on it, and this helped me out a ton. And the sweet axe I probably shouldn't have used because I could have just made a diamond axe and made it faster. But here is a quick little montage of us mining wood. First, I went over to oak, and then I went over to birch, which I did around level 3 collection for every piece of wood, which is pretty good. And then I went to spruce, and this one was kind of interesting because the logs were so big. But the worst one was probably acacia, but dark oak was pretty easy because we ended up there was no one there, so we pretty much had it to ourselves. And here is the worst part, the acacia wood. It was only like 1 or 2 logs, and the rest of them were like skinny trees that we couldn't reach. So this was by far the worst part of the foraging grind. And then the jungle wood, which was pretty simple, not much to talk about here. So yeah. And then we headed over to the Ryan NPC so we could do the talisman, because this would be a free legendary talisman in the future. So this is why we needed to do this ASAP. But we almost died, but there was a guy splashing us. And then we hit Foraging 9, which wrapped up our foraging quest. Then I headed over to mine, and I went to get the lazy pickaxe because it had smelting touch, so that was one less thing I had to enchant. So here I headed over to the dwarven mines in order to mine gold, iron, and coal, because I wanted to get my mining level up and my collection so I could level up very quickly. Now this was kind of boring and it was kind of difficult because I did have to pick up the ores, and this is the moment that I finally hit Skyblock level 5. Now this was a huge grind. It took me an hour or so, but it was very worth it. And then we headed back to our island to talk to Sam and start the Sam quest. So we started Sam's quest and talked to her, and she said that we needed to bring back 25 wheat. So I went ahead on the garden and grabbed that and talked to her, and that was pretty much it for the first episode of the series. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to join my Discord down below because this is going to be the first of many on this series. This might take over 100 episodes, not too sure. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy, then make sure to leave your support down below. I really want to know what you guys think of this editing style. It took me a while to edit. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.